Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is day number 2 of Vlognukkah. My name is Sean Fleming, and I am one half of the Detroit Disney duo. Anyways, so today we're going to be reading this story. It's called the Menorah Story. Hopefully that's you guys see that the right way instead of backwards. So, today we're going to be talking about the Menorah Story. It's a book that I had already right here, and yeah, let's get started right here. I'm going to read this to you. It is not that long of a story. There are lots of it's kind of biblical. So just if you're out there and you're watching this, it is kind of biblical to the Jewish people because the story of Hanukkah is rather important. Okay, it says right here, this is page number 1, and I'll show you the pictures. This is the picture of a menorah. Right here, okay. It says, God tried many times to teach Moses how to make a menorah, but whenever Moses set about making one, he couldn't remember what it was supposed to look like. God even drew a picture of a menorah on Moses' palm and told him to copy it. Still, Moses could not do it. So God told Moses to throw a piece of gold into the fire, and the first menorah formed itself. It was said that the menorah's 7 lights symbolize the 6 days of creation, with the light in the center representing the Sabbath, the day of rest. Some believed the menorah symbolized the glow of the planets as they followed their paths through the heavens. Others, throughout the 7 flames, represented the 7 continents of the earth. For hundreds of years, a gold menorah burned day and night at the center of the Holy Temple, which was at the center of the city of Jerusalem, which was at the center of the world. But there came a time when the lights of the menorah went out. Sometimes the pages there. Okay. It was in the days of the wicked king Antiochus' rule over Israel. The king commanded everyone in his realm to pray only to the Greek gods. When the Jews refused, Antiochus ordered his soldiers to tear down the gates and the towers that protected Jerusalem. Idols were placed inside the holy temple. Let's see here. The law was passed forbidding Jews to say God's name. Holy scrolls were torn into shreds and burned. The gold menorah was hidden from Antiochus' soldiers, so it could not be carried off with the other treasures of the holy temple. Jewish families left their homes and all their possessions. They escaped to the mountains, where they lived in caves and formed an army. At night, from the hills, they would attack the enemy, taking them by surprise, and throughout the land, Jews smashed the idols. King Antiochus, determined to defeat the Jews, gathered together his entire army. The ground shook from the weight of the enormous elephants that carried on their backs towers filled with soldiers. So confident that Antiochus of victory that he brought along slave dealers to whom he promised to sell captured Jews for very little. When the Jews saw how few they were against so many, there was a great anguish throughout Israel. But Judah Maccabee, the leader of the Jews, told his people not to fear the enemy's numbers. He reminded them of how their ancestors had been saved from the Pharaoh's army when God split the Red Sea. He said that God would help them again. And then a miracle did happen. An angel of God appeared, dressed in a golden armor and holding a fiery sword, filling the horizon. Their courage strengthened, and the Jews defeated the almighty army of Antiochus. Right here. From all over the land, the people of Israel came to rebuild Jerusalem. Palm branches were carried by hands that had carried swords. The idols were removed. The stones and pillars of the holy temple were restored and polished. High walls and strong towers were built around the city so that no enemy could destroy Jerusalem again. Accompanied by songs and harps and cymbals, the golden menorah was brought from its hiding place and carried to the holy temple. Only a small amount of holy oil, hardly enough to burn for a single day, could be found to light the menorah. Yet miraculously, the menorah burned for 8 days, which was all the time needed to prepare new holy oil. And so Judah Maccabee proclaimed on the 8th day an 8-day holiday called Hanukkah, as a time of rejoicing for future generations. Not surprisingly, Hanukkah menorahs are made with 8 lights, though sometimes a servant light is added to kindle the holy flames. Each year during Hanukkah, menorahs are lit and placed in the doorways and the windows of Jewish homes and synagogues. Unlike the lights of the 7-branch menorahs that recall the days of the creation of the continents of the earth, these 8 small lights celebrate great miracles long ago. And the drawings that I showed you there have appeared in the New York Times for the last 25 years, and his work is represented in the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. He is the author of numerous books, including the Book of the Tens and Golem, The Giant Made of Mud. And he's the illustrator of Tybuk, A Story Made in Heaven, and You Never Know, a legend of lamed Vavniks, among others. I don't know, never heard of that story before. Anyways, so that's a short story, and so hopefully you guys liked the story. And tomorrow I'm going to actually go to a website, and we're going to be talking about, I'll be reading about actually some information about Hanukkah, the year, that it occurred, and some other information from a website called chabad.org. That's CHABD. I think that's how you spell it. Let me double check. CHABAD, Chabad.org. And you can go there and you could read a lot about all sorts of things. It's from the Orthodox movement of the Jewish people here. And anyways, and so we'll go there and get a plethora of information that will be bringing you tomorrow on day 3 of Vlognukkah. Anyways, thanks for watching today. Very short video. We read a book, and hopefully it shines some highlights on what is to come in the future here in Vlognukkah. Have a great day. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.